Hi, it's Vex. Today, we are going to do a zombie commander deck tech with our friend Wilhelt. If that's how you say it, Wilhelt, the Rotcleaver. 2 blue, black. Legendary creature, zombie warrior. Of course, a zombie, right? Whenever another zombie you control dies, token or non-token, remember that. If it didn't have Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. That's one of these tokens right here. And Decayed tokens have this creature can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. So you can't block, you attack with it, and then you die. It dies at the end of combat. So it's not super great, but let's read Wilhelt's other ability. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie, even the decayed ones. If you do, draw a card. So there's a little card draw in there. It's a 3/3. That's what Wilhelt does. So Wilhelt wants you to have zombies, like our other Lord of all zombies, the Scarab God. But Scarab God doesn't have the word zombie on it. But I do have a Scarab God deck tech. You can check here. I've actually used the basis of that deck, modified it for my new deck building abilities, my level up deck building abilities I've gained throughout the year of YouTubing. And this is our secondary commander, Scarab God. But Wilhelt here is slightly different, right? They do want you to have a critical mass of zombies, which we do. But you want to be able to kill your zombies, sack your zombies. So we've got a little bit more sacrifice theme going on with Wilhelt than Scarab God. Scarab God does want you to kill things because it wants to bring it back. So, all right. So this is our main commander, is our secondary commander. It's cool. You can swap them in and out, change the gameplay a little bit. I really like it. I do think Scarab God is a little bit more powerful than Wilhelt, sorry, because Scarab God can resurrect your opponent's creatures, which is insane, and it's very hard to kill Scarab God. But this is an Innistrad Midnight Hunt deck tech, so we are only going to talk about our commander, Wilhelt. And as I always mention on all the videos, don't forget your token, especially your Decayed token, because there's things that make zombies and Decayed zombies, so you want to know the difference. And look at this. We have dungeons in this deck. And what you say are those dungeons used for? This guy right here, Azaract, the Archlich. And yes, there is a combo with Azaract and this card, Rooftop Storm. They're both individually good in this deck. Rooftop Storm lets you cast your zombie spells for 0, which is amazing. Azaract, the Archlich, essentially one ETBs. If you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation, which is this tome right there, you can just return it back to your hand and venture into the dungeon. And then you can cast it free over and over again with Rooftop Storm. So that is an infinite combo, near infinite combo, I should say, because you got to draw cards to essentially kill your opponent. So what you do is you just never finish Tomb of Annihilation. You just finish one of these tombs instead. Now the tomb I would recommend finishing is Lost Mine of Phandelver. God, it's a fan of Delver. Phandelver. Right here, you would enter the cave, make a treasure token. Then this is the important part, Dark Pool. Each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life, draw a card. You would just infinitely cast and bounce Azaract constantly, going through Lost Mine of Phandelver because you just never finish your Tomb of Annihilation. Then you just keep Dark Pooling everybody, draw a card, make a treasure, scry 1. So that is the infinite combo there. Next up, we have some token generation here, because if they die, they generate more tokens. So we have some token generators. Here we have some new cards from the set. Poppet Stitcher right here. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a zombie creature token with Decayed. More zombies. Sweet. And they cost 2 in blue, of course. Human Wizard. It's not a zombie, but it makes zombies. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you may train and transform Poppet Stitcher. Now the cool part is look at the transform side. Here is Poppet Factory. Now this is really cool. Creature tokens you control lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 3/3. So essentially, these decayed zombies are no longer decayed, and they're 3/3, so they can attack and block and do whatever they want and stay there. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you may transform Poppet Factory so you can generate more tokens. Usually with Poppet Factory, I keep it transformed on this backside, so all my tokens that are, Wilhelt creates are now just zombie 3/3 zombies. So super good value there. We have another new card from the Midnight Hunt Commander, Cleaver Scab. 3 in blue. You pay 3, tap, sacrifice another zombie, any zombie. Create 2 tokens that are copies of the sacrificed creature, so that's super cool. You can sacrifice, 2 Azaracts, or 2 Scarab Gods. Of course, Scarab God's legendary. but it can save your creatures from death. If somebody's trying to kill your creature, you just sacrifice another zombie, make two copies of it. So it's really sweet there. These are tokens. Now these two like interact with each other. If your zombie is, say, a 3/4, they now become 3/3. They still keep their abilities, right? Oh, they lose all abilities. Never mind. They don't keep their abilities if you have Puppet Factory with Cleave Scab in play. But it's really cool. You can make other zombies, like, let's say here, Lord of the Accursed. Make 2 of these, 2 lords. And it doesn't say sacrifice a non-token zombie, so you can technically, next turn, you can sacrifice the same token, one of the 2 tokens you make, and make 2 more tokens. So it's really cool. It just feeds upon itself, so that's a cool one. Then you have Ghoulcaller Gisa, 3 black. More, see, this is with the sacrifice theme of the commander, Wilhelt. Black, tap, sacrifice another creature, create X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens where X is sacrifice creature's power. So you get make more zombies. Diagraph Colossus. This is, whenever you cast a zombie spell, this will be the second part. Whenever you cast a zombie spell, put a black 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. That's it. That's cool. And then when it ETBs, +1/+1 for each zombie in your graveyard. So more zombie tokens as you cast more zombies. They multiply. Of course, that's how zombies work. They multiply. Dreadhorde Invasion. Amass one to begin your upkeep. Makes zombies every turn. Makes them bigger or makes new ones to be sacrificed. Endless Ranks of the Dead. Make zombies during upkeep. Essentially double your zombies. Not double, 50% plus your zombies each time. Of course, we have the zombie general, Liliana Dreadhorde General. You can make zombies, make people sacrifice creatures. Good combos with Wilhelt, of course. And then when they die, draw cards. So card advantage. This is the very, very good commander. Does help protect itself. Makes a lot of creatures go to a graveyard, and it's sweet. And then you have Liliana Death's Majesty, another like really zombie-centric Liliana. Make a zombie, return creature cards from your graveyard, or destroy all non-zombie creatures. This is super cool. You can get the -7 ability off. You just wipe the board, keep your board clean. Perfect. Next set of cards, I call it the Zombie Token Lords. Essentially, zombie tokens have a keyword. This one grants Death Touch, grants Flying, grants Hexproof, and Menace. So really good for tokens that you're making, especially those decay tokens. But they also come into play with a token, which is cool. This comes a 1/1, a 2/2, a 1/1. Essentially a mass. It makes this zombie army bigger. The cool part is you only need 1 zombie army token because you technically rarely would ever have 2. So these are lords for zombie tokens, which works really good in this deck here. They also mention all these lords are also zombies themselves, which is super cool. Helps with the theme. Those are zombie token lords. These are just zombie lords in general. We have lords from all different eras, all different sets. Pretty neat. Tomb, Tyrant, 3 in a black. Other zombie creatures, or actually it doesn't say creatures anymore. All the zombies you control get +1/+1. So that's just the standard lord affair. It does cost 4, but you can sacrifice a creature. Wilhelt again, sack creatures. 2 in a black, sack creature. Return a zombie creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only during your turn, and only if there are at least 3 zombie cards in your graveyard. I love this activate only during your turn, meaning that you can technically activate it as a source instant, not as a sorcery, but only during your turn. So that's cool. Bring things back. I love this. This is one of my favorite lords right here, Undead War Chief, because it gives you a zombie discount. Zombies you control get +2/+1. Yes, that includes the Undead War Chief. So War Chief is 3/2. That's the old templating. It says zombies, not and your opponent's zombies, if they're changelings or zombies, will get the bonus as well. So that's old school templating for you. Lord of the Accursed, 3 mana zombie, gives them menace. Lord of the Undead, all zombies, same templating as Undead War Chief. Let's switch these just to be more accurate here, right there. Bam. Get your Raise Dead, get your zombies from the graveyard to your hand. Cool lord here. All zombies get +1/+1. So it includes the Lord of the Undead itself, 3/3. Now Cemetery Reaper, this is other zombies. So it's a new templating here. That's why I said creatures, zombie creatures, but this just says zombies. So they removed the word creature from the lords. I didn't notice that until right now. Just the usual fare, and then you could exile a creature card from a graveyard. So good graveyard hate there, make a token. Death Baron, gives your zombies +1/+1 Death Touch, so really good there. Liliana's Mastery is actually an enchantment that is a zombie lord, but comes in play with tokens. Neat again. Diagraph Captain, Death Touch Zombie Lord, and then it does some draining. Whenever a zombie you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life. So it does a little mild draining. These are lords. I love having zombies because I love how many lords there are. I do want them to print even more lords, so I could have like 10, 12 lords. That'd be super spicy. Another set of zombies here, of course. Flashback Marauder. It actually does some self-sacrificing. When ETBs, each player sacrifices a creature. You can sacrifice a decayed creature, no problem. Murderous Rider, good removal. It does have a zombie body right there, so don't forget that it is a zombie itself. Grave Merchant, so these are the drain. Everybody knows what Grave Merchant does, gain and drain. Plague Belcher. This card actually spiked because of this deck, but you know it is pretty good. It's a 2 and a black Menace, so that's good right there. 5/4, very good on rate. When ETBs, put 2 -1 monster counters target creature you control. Probably a decayed zombie, and then it does some. Whenever another zombie you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. The Diagraph Captain text. And then we have Shepherd of Rot. This does massive damage here. Each player loses 1 life for each zombie in play. So essentially you tap it. To do that, you do lose life yourself, so be careful not to kill yourself. This could kill you as well. So these are damage dealing zombies with some removal. We have some other zombies that have the card advantage type. Midnight Reaper is a zombie. When non-token dies, I wish it says token dies, but non-token dies, you know, lose a life, draw a card. Crypt Breaker, tap 3 zombies, lose a life, draw a card, and you can discard a card and make a zombie. Or Undead Arger, which is super, I love this card too. When it or another zombie you control dies, this is a text I wish Midnight Reaper had right there. It or another zombie creature you control dies, draw a card, and you lose 1 life. Now this is tokens, non-tokens, everything. That's why I like this card the best. I should put it in the middle. Because you can just tackle your decay tokens, and if somebody blocks, it dies, you draw a card, lose a life, or if it just no one blocks, it just dies automatically, you draw a card, lose a life. Okay, here we have the recursive zombies. So you know if zombies die, they come back, they die, they come back, they multiply. That's how zombies go, right? They just never really die. They are undead. Technically, they're dead already, so it's great. These are cool recursive that we have their Demir one, Gisa and Geralf. 2 blue-black. So when ETBs, mill 4. Then during each of your turn, you may cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. So just cast it from your graveyard. Good recursive threat, or threat that adds recursion to your deck. Restless Dead. This is Menace. When it dies, you play back. If you do, return it to your hand. So you return this to your hand. And if it dies, you may pay X generic. If you do, return another target zombie creature card with mana value X from graveyard to the battlefield. So this is super sweet. It lets you get things black. You can sacrifice it, go loop. Mikaeus the Unhallowed Mikaeus has turned into a zombie, intimidate, and then has human protection. Whenever human deals damage to you, destroy it. There's a lot of humans in this EDH game, so very relevant text. And other non-humans, which is most of your creatures. You do have some humans in here. Creatures you control, other non-humans get +1/+1 and have Undying. So if they die, they come back. Super good here. And then Zombie Apocalypse. Essentially, return all zombie creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Destroy all humans. So we really don't like humans in this deck. We really want to play against a human deck, so we can just exercise our ability to destroy them. A new card from Kaldheim, Haunting Voyage. I like saying Voyage. 4 black sorcery. Choose a creature type. Zombie, hint hint. Return up to 2 creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. If this spell was foretold, return all creature cards of that type from graveyard to the battlefield instead. Foretell is 5 black. So you can foretell for 2, pay 7 mana, and then bam, you're good to go. Gravecrawler here. This is like the premier 1-drop that comes back over and over again because you can cast it from your graveyard as long as you control another zombie. This does combo with Karen Fear, which we'll get to. Then we have just not zombie specific recursion, but since the recursion, I just add it here. Against Awakening. It's a mold double face card, land, and then you just pay X and bring things back. Malakir Rebirth, if it dies, it just comes back. This is sweet, right? Recursion is the way to go. This is what we want here. Now we'll just remove all the other cards here, and we could talk about this mini combo that we have is Gravecrawler and Carrion Feeder. So they're both zombies. You sacrifice Gravecrawler to Carrion Feeder, put +1/+1 counter on it. This goes to your graveyard. Then you can because Carrion Feeder is a zombie, you can use Gravecrawler's ability to cast it from your graveyard for 1 black. You pay another black, you sack it, make it bigger, and so on and so forth until you run out of black mana or just figure out you want to do something else. Love Care Fear. We have some value cards like Champion of the Perished, another zombie ETBs, put +1/+1 counter on Champion Perish, Sadisty, Undead Vizier, you know, and ETB you can exploit. If you exploit a creature like sack a zombie, like for instance your Gravecrawler, or your Champion Perish, it doesn't matter, then you could do your Demonic Tutor. Then we have some card draw right here, and I actually love these card draws, spells and permanents. Village Rites, you could sack a creature, so essentially if you have Wilhelt out, you sack a creature, you make a zombie, draw 2 cards. So it's like you can sack a zombie, then make a zombie. Sweet. Village Rites is really good. Plumb the Forbidden is insane. It's a new card for Strixhaven. I actually really like this. I might put it in my staples pile because it's really good. As additional cost to cast the spell, you may sacrifice 1 or more creatures. When you do, copy the spell for each creature sacrificed this way. Draw a card, lose a life. So essentially, again, if you can sacrifice non-decayed zombies or zombie tokens to Wilhelt, you get the decayed tokens back. Or you sacrifice the decayed tokens to Plumb the Forbidden, draw a bunch of cards. Skull Clamp. Usually I put this with token decks or decks that have 1/1 creatures, but Skull Clamp is really good with decayed zombies. So this is here. They just kill themselves. It's great. Kindred Discovery here. When ETBs choose a creature type, zombie of course. Whenever a creature you control the chosen type ETBs or attacks, draw a card. So that's Wilhelt again, right? Zombie controls. When a zombie dies, another zombie ETBs. Then you draw a card. Then when you attack with your decayed creature, draw a card. It's just very, very good. Kindred Discovery. That's why it commands the high price it does. Here you have your removal suite. Single targeted removal. Very efficient, very good. Then you have your artifact removal or creature removal. Enchantment removal or creature removal. I know. Can you believe it? Dimir can kill artifacts and enchantments. Insane. Then you have a new card, the Meat Hook Massacre, which is really, really good in this deck. I love this card. X black, legendary enchantment, so it's actually a board wipe and an enchantment. When the Meat Hook Massacre ETBs, each creature gets -X until end turn, so you control how much X is. Sometimes you want, you got little pesky 1/1s, you just put 1 black, kill all the 1/1s on the board, or you can just go like 6 black, kill everything, 6/6, all the way down. Then whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So part of a Blood Artist, that's the drain, it's super sweet. But look at this, whenever a creature your opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. So it helps drain and gain in just different ways. Then your usual Toxic Deluge, very efficient, always have in every black deck. Kindred Dominance, 5 black. It's expensive, but choose a creature type. Again, clue, zombie, right? Destroy all creatures that aren't of the chosen type. So just wipe out everybody's board, decimate them, and leave your zombies untouched. Then you have Cyclonic Rift. Of course, every blue deck needs Cyclonic Rift. That's just amazing. Just wipe everything off the board with your zombies. Go in for the lethal, or catch up. So these are like the removal spells here. The last set of utility spells. You have usual Demonic Tutor in black. Protection allows to tap plating, but the cool part is that it's got a mass 1, so it makes a little zombie army. But it does give you and permanents you control hexproof until end of turn. Fierce Guardianship. This is insanely good counterspell. You just want to tap out, play your commander, and be like, no. You can't swords my commander. Of course, we have our Unholy Grotto, a zombie land. It's taps for colorless and black and tap. Put target zombie card from a graveyard on top of your library, so zombie recursion. It's kind of like a Valroth Stronghold, not on the reserve list, and costs 1 less for zombies. We have our mana base, which just go through real quick here instead of laying everything out. Command Tower. We have Shipwreck Marsh, which is a new land from Midnight Hunt. Super good, comes into play on tap turn 3+. John Catacombs are check land, so these are always fighting for like which one's better. Right now I'm thinking these are better because they come in untap. You don't have to check. They're not checky lands. This one's always better most of the time until you have 1 versus 1, but then you have your dual lands here. You have Phyrexian Tower, sack some of those zombies. Castle Locthwain, draw some cards. Then you have your Orbor Cabal Coffers combo. Wombo combo if that happens. If it doesn't, it's fine. Then you have Bajuka Bog. Then you have your Eternal Night lands, which looks super sweet. They do look sweet. I wish this was pure black instead of the purple. This would look amazing, just pure black, but it still looks really good. And Graveyard Hate, have your Graveyard Hate. Okay, so this is the rest of the deck. This is our Wilhelt Commander deck, super fun. This is a grindy deck. It's not going to win you super fast unless you get the Wombo combo of Rooftop Storm and Azarek. But, who knows if you can get that combo. I've actually had that combo once. I got countered, so I was really sad and I died next turn. but it could happen. If you enjoy the deck tech so far, give the video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be alerted for new videos and such. And I have the deck list and TCG description, TCG player affiliate link right below. I'm going to shuffle this deck up, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Turn 1. Wilhelt. Zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Remember, this is a grindy deck. You're going to just grind, draw cards, you know, have fun. All right, see what we got. Dreadhorde Invasion. Good turn 2. Good turn 3. Island Swamp. Plunder Forbidden. Swamp. Champion of Parish. All right. It's not bad. 3 lands. Black is the main color of the deck. Got 2 swamps. An island. You know, basics aren't bad. They're not all black. They're not dual lands, but it's not bad. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3. Turn 4. We just need our land for turn 4. Plunder Forbidden for some zombie sack action, so it's pretty neat. I kind of wish Champion of Parish was a Karen feeder, so I could just do some sacking with Wilhelt. But, you know, we got Plunder Forbidden. All right, let's start here. Turn 1, draw a card. Plague Belcher, okay. Have another turn 3 play. Sweet. So we play our Swamp, of course. Champion of the Perished. Not Perished. I love this card. Such a good play on Champion of the Parish. The white card with humans. Now a zombie. Turn 2. Yeah, we don't have a lot of ramps, so other players will be ramping, but, you know, we're just going to spit zombies onto the battlefield and have a good day. Okay, Castle Lockdoing. We'll play our Dreadhorde Invasion. It does not make a zombie right away. It does on the upkeep. Put this over here. And when a zombie token you control with power 6 or greater attacks, it gains lifelink, which we don't have any creature tokens yet, but we will soon. So, turn 3. On our upkeep, we'll lose a life and amass 1, so we'll get that zombie army going here. We will amass 1. Another zombie enters the battlefield under your control. Put +1/+1 counter. We will, bam. Our Champion of Parish is 2/2. We could have attacked last turn too. Let's just ping somebody for 1 last turn. Okay, turn 3. Boom. Let's swamp. There we go. Got 4 mana for Wilhelt. Well, we had Castle Lockdoing as a 4th mana, so. Okay. Now I have choices here. Plague Belcher. I think we'll save Plague Belcher to kill a decay token. Here, we'll just make our zombies bigger with Digraft Captain. So just tap all our black mana. Oh, whoa. Haha. Take back. Island. Oh, I know, this is a Dimir card, not a black card. Digraft Captain. Here. Death Touch, zombie creature, so this one gets a little +1/+1. This one's summoning sick, can't attack. But we'll just take our 4/4 zombie. I think very few people can block on turn 3 a 4/4 zombie. And then when zombie you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life, of course. Boom. Turn 4. This is where we get the will. Okay. We'll mass real quick, which makes here. Now, if we had sack outlet, we could sack and make another token, give another +1/+1 counter to Champion of Parish, but we do not have a sack outlet yet. Talisman. Okay, now we have a ramp spell here. Oh man, if we got this last turn, it'd be better, but because we could play Talisman into Plague Belcher. Let's just get our commander online, right there. Gotta play our commander. That's what we're here for. Play a commander, right? So another zombie you control dies. If it didn't have decay, make a black decay token. So now we get +1/+1 on Champion of Parish. Now 5/5 with Digraft Captain ability. Now we can attack with this. This can hang back if it can't attack. But bam, 5/5 is pretty darn big on turn 4. Okay. At the beginning of end step, you may sacrifice a zombie if you do draw a card. We will sacrifice our zombie army here. And we will draw a card. Then we'll have a trigger whenever another zombie you control dies. If it didn't have it decayed, bam, it's back. And make this guy bigger. If it didn't have decay, create a 2/2 black zombie token creature with decayed. Bam, and it's 3/3 now with this guy. See, look at it, it just comes right back. Perfect. Turn 5, we untap here, grinding out some more value, right? Deck's all about value. We'll make our zombie army again, Dreadhorde Invasion. Here we'll make Champion of Parish even bigger. Now it's a 7/7. We have these cards here. We will draw a card. Boom, we drew Lure of the Accursed last turn. We draw Wayfarer's Bauble. So now cards are flowing here. Put a swamp here. Okay, so what can we do? We can play our ramp. Let's just start ramping. like ramping. We actually need more island, another island here. We'll just play a Talisman of Dominance there. We play Lord of the Accursed. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana in our Wayfarer's Bauble. Or we could play, I like Lord of the Accursed because I like Lords. I like Lords, so I'll just tap the rest of our mana here to play Lord of the Accursed. Boom. Right, increase our Champion Parish 1 bigger. It's now a 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9 beater. Just super good here. Then we can, attack our 9, 9. Bam. Oh, I think when we killed our zombie army, is target opponent loses 1 life from Diagram Captain. Don't forget that trigger here. Okay. Beginning of end step. Right there. You may sacrifice a zombie. I think I'll sacrifice my zombie army. Right there. I'll draw a card. Right there. I'll make a decay token. Make a Champion Parish bigger. And a zombie died. Trigger that. Lose a life. So that's sweet card advantage right there. We have to play our Wayfarer's Bauble. We'll play that. With our mana there. Then we'll pass a turn 6. The engine is going off. I'll tell you that. Turn 6, we'll do Dreadhorde Invasion. Zombie army again. Boom. Champion Parish gets bigger. Boom. Untap our stuff. Here, draw a card. Island. Okay, we'll just play our island. We still have Wayfarer's Bauble to grab more lands with. Endless Ranks of the Dead. So I think that is the most important card to play because we just want to be pumping up our dudes. So we'll just play that right there. Endless Ranks of the Dead. At the beginning of your upkeep, put X black 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield where X is half the number of zombies you control rounded down. So you can stack these triggers with Dreadhorde Invasion and Endless Ranks of the Dead to get your Dreadhorde Invasion first. Right there. So you might think we're running out of cards, but we still have Plumb the Forbidden, so that's a good way to get cards. And it makes copies. So if it may, because they can't just counter they can't counter spell your Plumb the Forbidden because you make all copies. So good way to make card advantage even against a counter spell. Let's see here. We can always take these onto the red zone attack. Here attack with our 8, 9, 10, 11 Champion Parish. Go here towards the red zone, sack these zombies as part of Decayed, right? Do the damage here. The Wilhelt won't trigger, but you can do damage there, like that. Or you just keep the zombies around, don't need to sack them yet, so we'll just keep them around. Here, Plunder Forbidden is an instant, so if there's a board wipe, you could Plunder Forbidden all your creatures. So what else we can do? We got Lord of the Undead. We don't have anything in our graveyard, so we don't care about that for now. I think what we want to do is Plague Belcher. Here, we'll just do a Decayed Zombie. We'll just put 2/2, -1/1 counters on our Decayed Zombie. There, we'll increase Champion Parish's power there. And then end of turn, we'll sacrifice our zombie army again. We will put that in the graveyard temporarily. We'll draw a card here. We'll do a zombie here, increase the power here, deal damage to your Diagraph Captain here, and then deal damage with Plague Belcher because another zombie died. Bam. All right, so let's take one more turn because it's super fun. We'll untap here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stack this trigger. We'll take turn 7. We'll put the zombie army here first, into play first. Right there, increasing Champion Parish's power. Then we'll do Endless Ranks of the Dead. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put 4 zombies onto the battlefield, regular zombies. Onto the battlefield. Right, that is 4 zombies onto the battlefield. This is 4 counters here, so we'll just do 1 and 3. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 18. Gigantic creature. All right, we still haven't drawn our card yet. Okay, this is just triggers. Then we'll draw a card. Boom. Island. Oh, more lands. Okay, so now we play Lord of the Accursed. Have more lords here. Lord of the Accursed. Let's tap our mana correctly here. And we'll okay, it's time. We will Plumb the Forbidden. We will sacrifice this zombie army. We'll sacrifice, let's see, 1, 2, 3, all this. Right, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards, plus Plumb the Forbidden, so we'll draw 8 cards total. 8 cards total. We sacrifice 7 zombies, so Plague Belcher will trigger, Diagraph Captain will trigger. We draw 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. We're reloaded. Oh, we got Gravecrawler. No giant sack outlet, but it's still good. Pop a Stitcher. And then we're just ready to go. Anyways, this is basically how this deck works. You make more zombies. Zombies make more zombies. Oh, and then we have Wilhelt trigger because we sacrifice 5 non-decayed creatures. So we had that. We'll just do 3 plus 3 is there. Gigantic Champion Perish. More zombie creatures. We have tons of cards in our hands. This is how this deck works. It grinds, it draws cards. Wilhelt makes more zombies, makes you sack zombies, draw more cards, so on and so forth. Anyways, if you enjoy this little goldfish, you enjoy the deck tech, give the video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be alerted for more videos. I have the TCG player and affiliate link and deck list in the description below. You want to check it out, help support the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to crack that White Pharaoh's Bobble.